Welcome. You're about to practice beginner's yoga for flexibility. Hi, I'm Leslie Fightmaster, and I know that it's difficult as a new person trying yoga, and it can be really scary to walk into a yoga studio. So that is why I've created these videos for you. We start very, very basic. You can practice at home with me. I'm a certified yoga teacher trainer. I've been teaching for 12 years now and practicing close to 20, so you're in good hands. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell because I'm making a lot of beginners videos and I don't want you to miss a single one. Because when you practice yoga, you feel better. So let's get started. And let's begin sitting nice and tall. We'll begin with an affirmation to say quietly to yourself or out loud. I easily flow with new experiences, new directions, and new changes. Releasing your hands, roll yourself forward, making your way into a child's pose. So take your hips back towards your heels, extending the arms forward. You can take your knees a little bit wider and you'll stretch the hips some more, or you can keep them a little closer together, stretching out the back. Now walk your hands over to the right and shift your hips to the left. Take a breath here, stretching the left side of the body. And then inhale, walk the hands to center. Exhale over to the left as you take your hips to the right. Take a long breath in the right side of your body. Inhale the hands to center. And now sweep the hands to the low back, hooking your thumbs, or you could interlace fingers. Roll your shoulders up. Inhale, lift the arms any amount up toward the ceiling. Stretching the shoulders, but keep a little softness in the elbow joint. Release and rest your hands by your sides. Take a long breath. And then interlace the other thumb or the other pinky on the top. Take an inhale. As you exhale, start to lift your hands up toward the ceiling. And again, keep a little softness in the elbow joint to make this more of a stretch in the shoulders. Release, let your arms rest by your sides. Now reach your arms forward, shoulders distance apart, and spread your fingers nice and wide. Make sure that the arms are shoulders distance apart as you come forward onto the knees. So your wrists will be a little bit in front of the shoulders. Turn your inner elbows forward, tuck your toes under, and stretch into downward facing dog. Keep some bend in your knees. So you can stretch out your back. Try to get your hips nice and high. And then take the knees back to the floor and the hips back to the heels. Back to child's pose. Keep walking the hands forward, spread your fingers nice and wide, press into the base of the fingers, come forward, lift up through the forearms, turn the inner elbows forward again. Draw your shoulder blades gently towards your waist. Tuck your toes under, and then just come up a little bit with the knees and hold it. Then just very slowly, like in slow motion, stretch back until your arms and your ears are about in the same line. And then come back forward, hovering the knees off of the mat, and then set them back down into child's pose. So it doesn't look like a whole lot, but there's a lot of strength involved in doing that slowly. Inhale back up. Inner elbows turning forward, tuck the toes, slowly lift the knees up, back into your bent knee down dog, and then this time we'll straighten out the right leg, keep the left knee bent, and switch it. Bend the right knee, stretch out the left, and bending the left knee, stretching the right heel down. Inhale, bend the right knee, stretching the left heel down. Bend both knees again, stretch out your back. Keep that length and try and stretch both heels toward the mat. Straighten the legs as much as they will. Inhale, make your way into plank. Come forward. Knees can be up or down here, your choice. If you've been doing it a little longer, maybe knees up. Otherwise, knees down, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Slide your hands by your low ribs. Press all 10 toenails down. Lift your shoulders away from the mat and pull your belly in. Inhale, peel the chest up. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. And then lower down. Keep the belly lifted. Keep lengthening sitting bones toward the backs of the knees. Inhale, peel the chest up again. Draw your shoulder blades gently towards your waist. Widen across your chest. And then release, exhale. Keep pulling the belly in. Keep lengthening the sitting bones. Once again, inhale, come up. Pressing the toenails down, lift the inner thighs toward the ceiling. And release and come down. Keep the belly lifted. Inhale, peel yourself up, but this time press onto the knees. And then tuck your toes and stretch back, returning to downward facing dog all the way back. Arms are shoulders distance, feet are hips width apart. Look forward and walk your feet toward your hands. And then fold over the legs. Bend the knees a little as needed. You'll stretch out your back this way. Then inhale, straighten the legs. Bring your hands onto your legs above or below the knee, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold again. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, straight legs, straight back, and then all the way up with a nice long spine. Sweep the arms up. Pull the ribs and watch that the low back doesn't overarch. So pull the ribs and lengthen your butt to heels, and then release. Come to the top of the mat. Feet hips width apart or together. Little costume adjustment. Pull the belly in and up, widen your collarbones. Firm your legs. Inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. Look up if it's okay on your neck. Let your shoulder blades relax a little. Exhale, face your palms out as you bring your arms back down. So as you inhale, circle the arms up. The palms will face up. Arms up by the ears, but you can always keep them wider than shoulders distance. Exhale, bring your right arm to the right side of your body and lean to the right. So you're stretching the left side, but keep your hip bones pointed straight ahead so that your hips are staying level. Inhale, both arms reach tall. Exhale, take your left hand down, palm touching the leg, and reach over to the left side, stretching your right side of the body. Bring your left hip a little bit forward if it has the tendency to turn back, which most of ours have that tendency. Reach both arms up, inhale. As you exhale, hinge from your hip creases to come forward, keeping your spine nice and long. Bend the knees if you need to, or straighten them if they will. Inhale, come halfway up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, bending the knees as needed. Inhale with a nice long spine. Sweep your arms out, around, and up. Look up. Pull the ribs and belly in, keeping the low back long. Exhale, take the arms by your sides. Inhale again. Sweep the arms up. Keep the belly lifted, ribs drawing in. Exhale, hinge forward from your hip creases and come forward to Uttanasana, forward fold. Let your head hang down, let your neck lengthen. Then inhale, hands to shins, straighten out the legs if you can, look up. And exhale, fold. So working on straightening the legs if possible. Press through the feet, inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. Ribs and belly in. Exhale, bring the arms by your side. So we're stretching out the hamstrings, we're stretching out the shoulders. As you inhale again, sweep the arms up, palms facing each other. Exhale, hinge from your hips, your buns go back as you come forward, and then crown of the head reaching down. Inhale, Lengthen your spine, look up. Now bend the knees, step your left foot back, and then step your right foot back into plank pose, top of a push-up. A little bit of strength work here. You can take your knees down at any point or you can keep them up, your choice. Shift your shoulders forward about an inch. Hug your elbows in as you lower all the way down to your belly. Try to have everything touch at once. Hands by low ribs. Inhale, little cobra. Pull the belly in, lengthen butt to heels. Exhale, press up to your knees, or you can keep them off the floor and lift your hips, downward facing dog. Stretch back. So if you're newer to these practices, then you'll want to keep your knees down. If you've been doing it a little longer, you can challenge yourself with the knees up. Step your feet all the way to your hands. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, fold in, hips over heels if the legs are straight. Press down through the feet. Inhale to reach all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands in front of you or off to the sides. Make sure your feet are still parallel, toes pointing in a little, feet hips width or together, but only if that's comfortable. Inhale, sweep the arms up, keep the ribs and belly in. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases, stick your buns back as you come forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, that's halfway up with a nice long spine. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, right foot way back, and then left foot way back into plank pose. So remember, knees can be up or down here. Pull your belly in and up, and shift forward about an inch. Hug your elbows into the sides as you lower slowly down. Again, trying to have everything touch down at once. Hands by low ribs. Inhale, peel your chest up for a little cobra. Press all 10 toenails down and then tuck them under. Knees up or down. Press up to plank and then lift back into downward facing dog. Stretching back here. Spread your fingers wide. Press into the base of your fingers but lift through your forearms. Bend the knees. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. Inhale, hands onto the legs. Make a nice flat back. Exhale, fold in, keeping all that length in your spine. Press through the feet, long spine as you stretch all the way up. Palms will face each other at the top, ribs in. Exhale, bring the hands down. Back to Tadasana at the front, feet together or hip socket distance apart. Firm your legs, lift your belly, widen your collarbones. Inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. Look up and lengthen. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases, folding forward. Long exhale as you come down. Inhale, come halfway up. Lengthen out your spine. Exhale, left foot back, then right to plank pose. Knees up or down. Hug the elbows in as you lower all the way down. Slide your hands by the ribs. Inhale for Cobra. Exhale, press up. Knees can be up or down as you shift back into downward dog. Feet are hips width apart here. Make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. Straight legs if you can. Look up, walk your feet forward, but this time we're going to cross at the shins and sit. If that doesn't work easily for you, come to seated any way you can, and then lower yourself onto your back. Grab a block, have it handy next to you. Walk your heels under the knees. Keep pressing down into the heels. Draw your belly in and then inhale, lift your hips and your low back and your mid back, maybe your upper back. You can keep your palms flat alongside you. Exhale, slowly lower one vertebra at a time to come down. So we'll stretch out the front of the body. Inhale, lifting up slowly. Keep the chin away from the chest, spiral the thighs in toward each other. Exhale and slowly lower down vertebra by vertebra. Press down into the heels again. Inhale to lift. Keep lengthening your buns toward the backs of your knees. This time you might roll the shoulders under and interlace your fingers or hook your thumbs so we can get a good shoulder stretch while we're here. Keep the chin away from the chest. Spiral the thighs in toward each other as if you're holding a block between your inner thighs. Breathe. Nice, long, smooth breaths. Slowly release the hands to roll down. And then get that block and lift up again and put the block right at the base of your spine. There's a flat bone there called the sacrum. And if you get it right in that spot, it feels very comfortable. So if it's not feeling comfortable, move it a little bit to play with where it should be. You can have it on the lowest height or the medium height. You could even have it on the highest height, but it is kind of intense that way. So do what's best for your body. But we're stretching out the front of the body still. And now bring your right knee into your chest, extending the leg, and then the left. So as you reach your legs up toward the ceiling, if you have the block on the highest level, I would recommend to put it down to medium or low. It gets a little unstable if it's up too high. But lift the legs and point up through the balls of your feet. Try and stretch your legs as much as they will. You can get a really good stretch through the hamstrings this way. Plus, with the legs up, actually helps the relaxation response to kick into the body. Slowly begin to bend the knees. Take down one foot at a time. Lift yourself off of your block, put it off to the side, and then hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock yourself from side to side, lengthening sitting bones toward the ground to stretch out your back. Give it a little massage. Then take the feet to the floor. Now bring your right ankle just past your left knee. Flex your right ankle. You can stay there or draw the legs in, holding on behind the thigh or on the shin to stretch your hip. So the right hip's getting a good stretch. You might feel it other places too. That's totally okay. But draw your right hip forward and make sure to keep the right foot flexed. That'll protect the knee. Slowly release and switch. Left ankle just past right knee. You might already have a good stretch here, and if that's the case, then stay. If you want to intensify it, you'll draw the legs in, hold on behind the right thigh. You could hold the right shin. That's a little more intense. Draw your left hip forward. So drawing the left hip forward as you're drawing the legs in toward the belly. Make sure to keep the left ankle flexed. That's going to protect the left knee. And release it. Take your hips over to the right, drop your knees off to the left, look over your right shoulder. So this twist stretches out the spine. It's also really good for our digestive process. Try and turn your belly toward the ceiling. Bring the head to center, bring the knees to center. Shift your hips a little to the left as you drop your knees to the right. And then look back over the left shoulder, unless of course it bothers your neck, and then look straight up toward the ceiling. Do your best to turn your belly up toward the ceiling as you twist. You're stretching out the spine, stretching out the mid-back, and we'll make our way back to center and lengthen your sitting bones as you stretch your legs out. We'll set up for our final resting pose. Let your feet flap open, your arms by your sides, palms up, close your eyes, come to natural breathing. Our quote today comes from Anthony T. Hinks. Let the willow tree bend over backward to show you how even the strongest of things can be so supple. Now just rest, and I will be back in a few moments. Begin to make little movements in your fingers and your toes. Take a long breath as you stretch your arms overhead. And then taking the arms back down, bend your knees and roll yourself over to your right side. Thank yourself for taking your practice today. Good work. Use your left hand to press up. Let your head come up last. Sit up nice and tall, crossing at the shins, hands at heart center. Bring the hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Our hands to heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications. Bowing forward, sending positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Excellent job today, yogi. To practice every day or at least 5 days a week, visit fightmasteryoga.com and click today's yoga class and then click beginners start here. With a regular yoga practice, you'll increase your energy levels and decrease stress. You will become more flexible. It takes time, but I promise it happens. Plus, you'll experience fewer aches and pains in your body and you'll just feel better. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the mat and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.